Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have another leak from Cyberleaks. This is the 11th clip. It's titled Nudist, and as you guys can tell from the title, if you guys haven't seen it already, there's a lot of nuts and tits. It's crazy. This clip is actually crazy, but I try to fight through the nuts because just too many balls in this damn clip, and I realized there's some features in here. And man, Rockstar, I'm not gonna lie, you guys went so far in depth with this game. The attention to detail is absolutely there. But let's talk about this first. I just want to say, hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Cyberleaks had put out a message, and they stated if we wanted to see a Lucia-led prologue, which gives me, is this a spoiler? Does this mean that we get to start off the game with Lucia? I don't know. But also, it tells me that this man has footage, or he has access to playing as Lucia. Let me just tell you guys, man, this got to be one of the smartest criminals. And the reason why I say that, I'm not saying it to even give him credit at this point. Rockstar doesn't have a single clue who the hell this person is. They are submitting subpoenas. They're handing out subpoenas like Oprah's giving out keys to the car. They don't know who this person is. They can't seem to find this person. This is scary. You know, the last time you ever see something like this was like back in the early 1900s when you read about it, about people getting away with crimes and shit because of the lack of technology. Whereas now there's so much technology, you can't even rob bubblegum because somebody's going to find out. But this is crazy. They cannot seem to figure out who this person is. This person or this thing moves extremely tactical. And you don't see that today, because what happens with like criminals, they tend to self-snitch whenever they see that someone else is trying to take after their credit, right? If somebody else is trying to take credit for something that the main person is doing, these criminals tend to get like weirdly egoed and they start to like self-snitch. This person has not done anything like that. People are making hundreds of Twitter pages a day saying they're a Cyberleak, and all he has ever put out, or she, whoever, has just stated, hey, I don't have social media. So that tells you a lot. But listen, let's talk about this, because the features in this clip, I can just tell you, is massive. So he also did a poll, and people are donating money to want to see Lucia's clip. And I seen comment section saying like, hey, he's doing too much now, but what do you want him to do? I got a feeling, and I predict that right before the Netflix premiere airs, he's either gonna spoil the game tremendously, because he says he has a major spoiler. So he's either gonna do that, or he's going to showcase exactly what Netflix was going to showcase, and he's going to showcase it right before Netflix does. Rockstar has no clue who the heck this person is. But let's talk about it. So the nude clip is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And pretty much off the bat is Jason wearing that pink shirt. He's walking around this like backyard style thing of a patio, and you see a big pool. It's nighttime, so it's kind of hard to kind of make out who, like everybody where they're at, but you could tell there's a lot of people available. The one big thing that I immediately notice is like when he pulls out the binoculars and he stands in front of like two nudists, like two people that are nude, male and female. When he aims, I see genitals. I see everything. The details are there. I'm like, oh shit. And they respond to him looking, and they give off some dialogue, and they're like, yo, you're just gonna stand there and like skulk? Like you're just gonna look at us? And he proceeds to walk around. So as he's walking around though, I noticed that people have been responding to everything he's been doing. Again, he is not nude. Remember, everybody else is naked, but he's not nude. So she's arguing, there's people arguing in here, like with each other, having dialogue, and you're just walking around as Jason, capturing everything. And immediately, as soon as you see a little bit of light, all you see, you got like these naked women walking. You see everything. These women with like big boobs, fat asses, little asses, and they're twerking. And there's one, she had like a plus size woman. She getting down, she twerking hard. Like she twerking hard, and the dude's like, come on, man, my money. Like, yo, it's crazy the amount of detail that you see. There's even a woman there, she big as hell, with mad cellulitis. I don't think it's cellulitis, it's like she got rolls and shit. She got rolls, and she's just dancing on that damn wall. On that damn ledge, and that naked man with that tiny ass, you know, man, Jesus Christ, that's fucking nasty. But she got her big ass is just twerking too. And everywhere he walks is just some naked motherfuckers. Okay? There's also a sauna, and you got naked people in there too, just sitting down having a conversation. So this whole thing is jam-packed. It's super full with different people. different areola sizes. It's getting crazy, y'all. It's looking way too realistic. Everybody's walking around having drinks with each other. You got people walking to somebody else. They're twerking, they're shaking ass, they're getting down and dirty into it. It's looking mad freaked out. It's the nudist beach. But there's one thing in particular that I was really happy to see. And as he proceeds to walk, there's just different humans. There's different people in this game from different like body types, whether they're big or plus size or they're very skinny or whatever, short, tall, doesn't matter. He's showcasing all of this. And there's certain sections in this nude beach or this nude section, and you see people getting twerked on. There's people dancing. There's people with beers in their hand. And in this one particular part, he aims the binoculars at like, I guess at the sand area, like where there's sand and like the parked cars. And then like these two women with this dude is walking past, and this girl's just holding a thing of beer. And one of them, she turns to him and goes, "Yo, like, you got a problem?" And she ends up walking up to him. So she might have been drunk. We don't know. But when she walks up to Jason, he switches over to like, I guess his hand mechanic, like to fight instead, or like a gun, I guess, whatever. And he actually grabs her. So there's a grab mechanic in the game as well. And he grabs her and throws her towards the pool. She talks her shit and he calls her a fucking pussy. Jason calls her a fucking pussy. And then all of a sudden he punches her in the face and she falls right into the pool. When she falls into the pool, attention to detail, you can hear how she gasps for air, or like, you know, went into the water, and you could like hear a little bit of like mushy dialogue indicating the way she kind of impacted into the water. He proceeds to take out the gun. And again, there's no actual visual like blood and gore when you initially shoot somebody, but when there is some sort of impact with a person hitting an object, you can then see some of the blood and gore. So as soon as he shot her in the pool, you see like a bunch of blood just hovering around her body, like a dark mass. And I think the full game is going to indicate more detail from that. I think right now you'll see like the dark mass spread, but like in full form, I think we're going to end up seeing like way more detail. It's going to get kind of ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, a message pops up on the screen that says the staff won't provide services right now. That's because why? He just ended up open, like he just shot up the spot. And so everybody's running as far as they can or as fast as they can. And this person is proceeding to shoot up so many people with this like automatic pistol. But there's something that a lot of people are not understanding or did not notice about this clip. There's no cops. There's no indicators. None of that. And I got super hyped because outside of looking at dick and balls for 2 minutes, outside of looking at cellulitis and crater butts and fat titties, there's a feature in this game that if you're around certain environments where people may not have their phones, you could commit the most heinous crimes and will not get called, like the cops won't get called on you, and you won't get like no stars or no wanted level, because for one, nobody's able to call and identify, because in this nude beach, where the hell were they going to have their phones? Nobody has a phone in the nude beach. They just have beer cans in their hands. That the attention to detail right there told me like, man, Rockstar definitely did their homework. They made sure that bringing this into a game, it has to make sense. You're in a nude beach. Where the hell are these people going to go call people, yo? They're going to have to run to their car, in which they are all running to their car, but he's just laying them out. He's shooting them. So I thought that attention to detail was amazing, because that means you can go to certain areas, do certain things. People can't necessarily call the cops. Now, if you go to a regular beach, that's a different story. There's people laying on the sand. They might have their phone on them. But this case, everybody's just mingling, getting twerked on. Just look like everybody, I'm seriously just all chilling, having conversation, and there's no cell phone devices. The thing that I find quite amazing is that, yes, you see the negative like emoji, the devil emoji with the karma stuff, and on the bottom right it shows Jason's icon with like this negative karma thing. So I don't know what that indicates. I don't know what that little icon had appeared, because it appeared very quickly, and then a little prompt popped up right before the clip ends that says diffuse or provoke. So I don't know what that what's that for, because it is quite dark, the clip. I don't know, but he's just shooting straight up at people, and I can only imagine the amount of things people are going to be doing, shooting up clubs or just seeing people's reaction, the debris, everything, the attention to detail. This is looking quite scary. Like, it's looking too realistic, man. And everybody is out here running. People are drunk, so people are reacting differently than if you were to be like outside at a park in the game, like at a baseball field or something like that, or somewhere, versus like these people are just completely just drunk out their minds. So everybody's running very like disoriented, and he's just letting it go. He letting that gun go off, yo. He just shooting at him. So I noticed those kind of like things, like attention to details, and you know, the dialogue that's happening when people are calling him a coward, but they're also running. Again, people are drunk, so they're just slurring their words. But this is absolutely crazy, bro. This is actually crazy. And he's threatening to leak out more. And he put up a poll, and he's actually getting people to pay up in that part. Then they put $6,000 on leaking something specific, and it's just not looking too good for a lot of people out there who don't want to see these leaks. But yeah, there's not much to go off of, just that there is a nude beach here. There is a huge nude location. And I think it's from that trailer that we seen with the girl who had the American flag bandana. I forgot what she had on, actually. And they all look like they were dressed up in mud. It looked like those type of peoples. It looked like them. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like them. And they were just all naked as hell. Just nasty as fuck. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. This is getting crazy. Rockstar, man, I hope y'all get y'all things together, bro, because just in a couple of days, man, we got 3 more days until the reveal from Netflix, and this guy is actually holding us down with content. He's holding us down with snippets. I don't mind it. Now, I would be damned. I'll be damned if this whole time, when the Netflix thing reveals and supposedly Cyberleaks is a part of it and all this other stuff, but the only thing I can't tell is, like, didn't they submit a subpoena? Or is this marketing so crazy he got Discord and Xbox involved and Dark Vipers involved? Like, I don't want to sound like those conspiracy theorists, man. I don't want to be those people, man. It's just hard to believe that you guys have not caught this person. Like, you guys have not caught this person. It's kind of crazy. Look, I'm out of here. God bless everybody, okay? Take care of yourselves, all right? Peace.